getting ready for those first attacks any moment now, as Space Station's going to go in with their first attack here. Woody, let's get ready. Let's go. This is going to be an amazing matchup. Alternate attacks, ATN attacks against Space Station Gaming. We're going to have JD9 from Space Station coming in with a traditional Yeti smash here, Woody.
Yeah, this is an interesting setup by JD9. He's got his Eagle Artillery relatively centralized along with 3 heroes. Going to be a really tough core to get through, but if you can pierce down in there and get the jelly out of this donut, you ought to have an easy time gobbling up the outer edges. This Warden Walk is going to get a nice funnel set here for this Yeti Bowler comp. 2 rage spells and a jump, probably going to be placed nearby that clan castle to kind of help through the middle of this compartment after they bust through the outer edges.
That's right. I didn't even see it at the beginning, Woody. We had a zap come in, lightning spells come in to take out what looked to be a single target inferno. Here comes those Yetis pushing right in through the middle of the base. We'll have that jump spell come in to open up the rest of the base. Yeti's going to go ahead and push into the town hall. Jump spell does come in right here, and we're going to have a nice clear path at that town hall. We'll have that warden ability coming in to save all those troops, save all those bowlers. That scatter shot is raining in shots, but remember, troops take no damage while under the warden's eternal tome. And it looks like we have some witches coming out of this clan castle from that barracks and saving those last couple of rages to the middle of this base. First rage goes down as the Yetis pushed in, but wasn't too late as we lost some of the bowlers. Yetis dealing massive amounts of damage with those Yeti mites popping out of the baskets. Now we have to encounter all of these heroes in the middle of the base, Woody.
The main stage of the attack is now underway. All 3 of those heroes on defense slicing, dicing, firing away, doing their best to annihilate these Yetis. They get a few pop shots in there, but JD9 is still looking quite strong. The center of this base has been absolutely gutted. Archer Queen along the outer edge getting a few more additional shots off against those mortars and archer towers on the sides, but the healers are going strong, really helping those witches out a lot, keeping them alive, even though they're taking fire from lots of expos left and right. They're starting to take too much, though, and this might be the end of the raid. Grand Warden doing his best to kind of keep these forces alive, but I don't think it's going to be enough, Bash.
The Royal Champion is doing work. The Royal Champion's getting tanking on that expo from the witches. That witch ends up staying up there in the core. If the Royal Champion can finish off these last 2 defenses, this is going to be a 3-star. The cannon takes down the Royal Champion, but here comes the Queen with archers out in front to secure everything. This is looking strong. JD9 adapting, using the Zap Yetis to get this 3 stars against Lenade. Our first attack is going to be a 3-star for Space Station Gaming. Exactly how you want to start any war. We saw this in our previous matchup where Nova came out strong and we're in the driver's seat the rest of the war. What a powerful attack, adapting to the current meta, switch over to that lightning zap with the Yetis, and it was a powerful attack to push through the middle of that base and crush it, Woody.
Awesome job there to JD9. Just a sliver of hit points left on the Archer Queen along the outer edge, making use of every single little resource that he had to get to the end of that raid with just a little bit of time left. I think there were about 15 seconds on the clock during the last stage of that hit. But wow, what a great job on base identification here for Lenade. I'd say that this is quite a unique base design, and I thought that he might get rewarded by frustrating JD9's hit, but even into the center core, taking out all 3 of those heroes and the Eagle Artillery relatively quick. The DPS really highly concentrated on that base was just finished off pretty early in that raid, and that's what led him on to victory for the triple.
And we're going to have Lenade coming in next for ATN attacks. It looks like we have a Zap Mass Hog Rider attack here. Lenade considered by many to be one of the best attackers in the game right now. Coming out, zapping out that clan castle, getting a little bit more value. And then we're going to have those heroes diving in towards this town hall. We did have those headhunters help deal with and disperse of the enemy Barbarian King. And I would think this Barbarian King is going to pop his ability, clear out these structures, and then we'll have that Queen Sui in towards that town hall compartment, and then we'll have those hogs coming in slightly after, Woody.
Oh yeah, you know it, Bash. This attack from Lenade is looking really strong early on. Nice hero dive is going to grab that town hall and ensure that all he's got to do is focus on these infernos along the outer edge. Kind of interesting point that 2 of them are set to multi, and he still has chosen to use an all hog rider attack. This base is actually also relatively spread out, so these compartments are going to be kind of hard to get through. The main target that I'm worried about is that scatter shot set up right in the middle of the base. It's going to be really hard for these hogs to path right directly onto it with so many other buildings available nearby. If he's lucky, though, he'll get a few that break off onto this air sweeper over onto the right side and then go for the scatter shot afterwards. Yes, that looks like what might happen.
And the hogs split right there. The world champion wasn't quick enough, so the hogs split momentarily. We have the stone slammer coming in from that far side, but the tornado trampoline's already pulled over there on that bottom portion where the world champion was working. I don't know if everyone saw that, but the tornado has been dealt with, so we know we don't have that a little bit later on the attack. Stone Slammer gets some great value. We got hogs coming in throughout the backside of this base, and Lenade's looking really strong for this back end push here. Woody, the world champion's still going. She does not have her ability, but remember, she's going to help these hogs out and target all the defenses. We've got a herd of hog riders coming through the back end of the base. Woody, this is looking strong. Lenade going to answer with a 3-star of his own. atn.attax getting a triple to knock this war back up.
Gliding through like a hammerhead shark, Lenade devours the competition and keeps alternate attacks on pace for victory. A 3-3 tie so far against this Space Station Gaming squad. Man, you can triple Lenade, but he's going to come back swinging just as hard. Great start to this show match so far, Bash.
This is exactly what we were expecting from this match. Banks, back-to-back triples.
Amazing performance right there from Lenade from Alternate Attacks. Squaring up against each other. Alternate Attacks and Space Station Gaming, it's like the beginning of a boxing match. Staring each other down, neither of them wanting to back down. And might I add that this is not for a golden ticket, not for a $1 million prize pool, but for pride gems. 10,000 gems to the winning clan and 5,000 gems to the losing clan, like the games of old, Woody.
Just like the Olympic petition back there in Athens. I remember the days well, Bash.
That's right. And for Pride, like, this is almost North America versus Europe with the way this is set up. Space Station being the North American Mobile Open champions, and atn.attax being one of the best teams in the world, already getting their golden ticket, being that #1 seed for the World Championships. Let's see what we have coming in next row. We got Jethro from Space Station. We have that blimp coming in early for the hybrid. A lot of times we'll see that blimp maybe pull out the clan castle. We're going to get that single dealt with so that the queen won't have to worry about it. But will these Yetis be able to pull out the clan castle? It does not look like it. Yeah, the Yetis are going to fizzle out. Yeti mites do get massive damage. Neither of the heroes go down, but the queen does not have to worry about that single target Inferno anymore, which is always massive. You won't have to burn as many freezes. You won't have to worry about that single forcing that queen's ability early on this attack, Woody.
Jethro culls these forces along the outer edge. Starting off with this Queen Walk, has been able to knock down a couple of enemy heroes, but she's taken a lot of damage. Nice use of the rage spell there. And hey, Aqualung, we've got a balloon streaming through, trying to check for a Seeking Air Mine. Doesn't catch one, but will be able to get a little bit of a pull here. The CC's coming on out with a poison spell stacked on top of that. That Archer Queen's looking right and ready to make this happen. But wow, those healers are getting pushed back by the Air Sweeper. Will she be able to survive? Might have to pop the ability there, Bash.
Yeah, she activated.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness, Woody! The combo of the ability, the scatter shot coming in there. The queen goes down. That is a massive blow for Jethro. I was gonna say that the queen activated the town hall there, which put a lot of extra pressure on. And now he's gonna have to try to adapt and save this attack, as that queen was hoping to get that town hall and get that scatter shot out, but that scatter shot reined in that shot and took her down even through that royal cloak. We're gonna have everything else work through the town hall, try to save this 2-star, try to save some percentage here for Space Station, but that was a massive blow dealt by that scatter shot.
Devastation for Jethro. Fire and brimstone raining down from the heavens as this Eagle artillery remains uncontested out on the top left side of this base. Happy to get easy damage against an attacking army that's swooped all the way down to the 6 o'clock position, but still seems far and away from getting that triple that Jethro wanted to keep pace against an alternate attack squad. The #2 base here, Ast, is holding up very well. Scatter shots just firing away at these poor Hog Riders, taking down an Archer Queen and now finishing off the Grand Warden back to back. The scatter shot has done it. MVP on defense for Ast.
Yeah, just not enough to push through there. The World Champion also branched off on her own and got taken out by the enemy Archer Queen there. That is not what you want. You want your World Champion to stay behind those Hogs and Miners so she can deal massive damage to these defenses. through the back end portion, and that scatter shot proved to be too much. Still saved the 2-star, still saved some decent percent, 74% for Space Station. Not quite what they were looking for, but still, it could have been a lot worse after that queen went down early, after that scatter shot just took her out, Woody.
All right, well, it's an opportunity now for alternate attacks to stream ahead. Still a 2-star and an 87% average now up on the board for Space Station. That is certainly not anything to be ashamed of. A good opportunity to continue through this war. They've got 3 more attacks coming in after this, but it's alternate attacks' turn to go in for the hot action. Valet is the man with the plan. He is one of the most experienced attackers in the game. He swapped to multiple different teams and has found his home in this world qualifying squad. Can he live up to the hype and get the triple here to give the attack squad the lead they've been looking for?
That's right. We have these Zap, Quake, lavaloon coming in, rather, Woody. So using that Zap to disperse of that clan castle, again, being able to get that clan castle out early and not have to worry about those headhunters, those lava hounds holding up the attack, or the Sui here from the heroes is massive. Queen's going to work in. King is going to actually be able to get that enemy Archer Queen down as she hops over the wall. Normally she stays behind that wall and is a pain, but she hopped right over, allowing that King to just surge through that compartment and take her down. And now we have a great funnel, a great shape for this base for Valet's Lala portion to work through. We got the Stone Slammer coming in on the top side, and then we'll have those balloons coming in shortly after. Here we go, balloons, minions coming in as well just to clean up some of those trash buildings, trying to make sure we prevent that time fail. We do see that Tesla's being pulled up top there. Tornado trap on the Stone Slammer is going to spin it right around, Woody.
It spins me right around, but he's going to keep on moving through. That tornado down is good news for those balloons out back. Really great spread there by Valet, ensuring that air bombs aren't going to cause too much trouble. But be careful when you spread your balloons too far out. They won't get the Eternal Tome if you don't have your Grand Warden positioned just right. He's doing a great job of readjusting here, but that haste spell might drag even more balloons out of range. You got to have that Warden on top of these balloons for when they path over the Town Hall, or it's going to be massive destruction from above, raining down these bombs. It's a huge balloon parade for Valet, finishing off the Town Hall to claim the 2nd star with the Eternal Tome right where he needed it. Balloons get frozen up a little bit, but that's not going to be enough to stop this attack.
Valet coming in strong with those balloons, taking down the Town Hall. Tons of troops up. That is exactly what atn.attax wanted on this one. Oh my goodness, Woody, what a nice attack. Working through, pathing those balloons directly into the Town Hall, making sure those freezes were on point so that Town Hall's Giga Inferno did not melt those balloons. And then finally, the Eternal Tome from the Grand Warden was able to keep those balloons up through that Giga Bomb, and we see this attack finish off for an epic 3-star.
Valet from Alternate Attacks bringing home an amazing triple right there, displaying why Alternate Attacks are the #1 seed going into the World Finals. What an incredible performance, Woody.
The Lady of the Lake, her arm clad in the purest shimmering samite, held aloft Excalibur from the bosom of the water, signifying by divine providence that this barbarian king was to carry the weight of this raid, knocking down that Archer Queen, slicing her apart, and giving the perfect intro for a lavaloon attack with dominating force.
That's right, Woody. All that and more. We're going to have Space Station coming in. They're going to need to respond with a 3-star of their own. Gereticus here coming in with the Zap Hogs, looking to zap out this scatter shot, rather, and get through here. Did get a bow and perhaps a wizard tower there. I kind of missed what went down first, but it looked like maybe a wizard tower. And we got the Yeti working in to help set the funnel, set the edge, so that these heroes can get into the central compartment right here. We do not have any kind of walk or charge happening. This is just going to be a Sui dive for these heroes towards that Town Hall. And here comes that wall record that we're seeing so much now, Woody.
Jumping off the tallest diving board they can find. This is a massive dive up top. The Archer Queen and King backing up this wall record to go all the way into this Inferno Tower, and then trying to finish off the CC and the Town Hall. It's a big ask, but if he makes the call, Gereticus for Space Station will have an amazing intro into the space. It's a high-risk, high-reward strategy, Bash, but he's finally done it. He's drilling through the outer layer. Ice Golem pops, freezing those defending buildings, and the Barbarian King's starting to smash his way through.
The queen is held up on those lava pups, however, but with that second ice golem popping, the king is going to be able to get through there and deal massive amounts of damage to that town hall before it finishes him off. And there we go, the town hall is gonna fall, and we have our first star of the attack from Gereticus, and the queen still has her ability, so she's still gonna be able to grab some more value, grab some more buildings, and get that bomb tower down, which is massive, so that bomb that the bomb tower drops doesn't deal damage to those hog riders. Hogs are gonna have a nice alleyway to work through the backside of this base. We have this royal champion coming in. The Grand Warden's Eternal Tome is cloaked on those hog riders. They're pushing through, they're protected. First heal spell comes in. Queen's still going strong through the middle. There's not too many defenses remaining. That eagle's getting frozen right there. This is looking really strong here, Woody.
King, Queen, Warden, Grand Champion, Hogs, all 5 parts have assembled, and Exodia has obliterated this base. Gereticus rampaging through the last line of defenses and ripping them apart. Those hog riders springing off into space, but that's not going to be enough to deny him the triple. A 46-second left for the cleanup as the last shield tossed by the royal champion will knock down the last line of defenses, and cleanup along the outer edges will be no problem at all for Space Station Gaming ascending to the outer stratosphere with this beautiful 3-star strike.
Space Station answering the call, getting a 3-star of their own with those hog riders coming in. We're seeing the Zap Hogs, massive value there. Great use of the ice golems to freeze that town hall, secure that it falls down. Wow, what an attack there from Gereticus of Space Station, responding to ATN's triple with a triple of their own. This one's back and forth. This is why this is the show match, guys. These clans are some of the top attackers in the world, and they're showing that here on the grandest stage.
Hey, still an opportunity for alternate attacks to keep this thing in the perfect war category. 6 stars off their first 2, and they are not going to let up the pressure now. Foot to the accelerator. Ast is the man with the job. It's going to be mass dragons and 5 bats. A drag bat army if I've ever seen one, Bash.
That's right, Dragbat gonna look to make a nice clear pathway through this base with the heroes. You'll see the heroes come in here early. Looks like we got some sneaky goblins also to take down some of these resource buildings. And here comes that royal champion, and also on that far side to support the king. And we got an ice golem. The ice golem is gonna be able to push in there, try to get ahead of the royal champion. Oh no, a tornado spinning everything around, but those barbarians are gonna be able to tank the single with all those barbarians spawned out from that king's ability. Not something we don't talk about as much, the king's ability. He is able to tank those single with those barbarians. Ice Golem pops, freezes all those buildings in there, and here we go. The single Inferno is going to fall. King and Royal Champion, what a lethal combo. And then we have the Queen pushing on the other side of the base. She's going to be able to get down an air defense and get down that King, and we have a smooth alleyway through here for the Dragons, Woody.
This is looking really good for Ast. He is cleared for landing as the aerial assault will now start from the top left side. The key targets for that early hero dive taken down. Inferno towers and air defense is really important for Ast to get an early lead on this attack. He's also going to be able to take down this Eagle artillery relatively quickly, but got to be a little bit worried about the fact that town hall is so far out back. He's got a blimp going directly for it on a beeline trajectory for victory. Send it in and drop the bomb. That's going to be an easy town hall. And another lava hound pops out there. Bit of a surprise for Ast, but that's even more tanking out in front. It'll evade that single target Inferno just a little bit, but ultimately burns up to the pressure dash.
That's right, Woody. We saw those sneaky goblins in that blimp able to take down the town hall, and then that lava hound providing that tanking for the dragons. But we have those bats just working through here, and there's no more splash defenses. Pretty much 2 swag freezes here, as those bats will have no issue getting through. And this is going to be another 3-star for Ast. Oh my goodness, atn.attax on fire here, showing why they are considered one of the top clans in the world. The Drag Bat 3-star Woody. What a powerful attack from Ast.
No, Batman! Ast gets a 3-star with a swag freeze to drop the cherry on top. Sends it right onto the space station clan castle as if to say, you think you're good, but I'm better.
Oh my goodness, back-to-back banks. These clans are going crazy with these 3-stars.
Yes, Ast bringing home a triple of his own. But you know what? Alternate Attack still applying that pressure, but Gereticus luckily gets that triple to keep Space Station Gaming in the game. So right now, this war is still anybody's matchup, Woody.
Yeah, it's anybody's matchup, but Alternate Attacks have got to be the favorite among the crowd. The qualified for Worlds team has been able to triple with all 3 attacks so far. Space Station Gaming is strong, but how can they keep pace against a squad that's been able to demolish every single building that they've built up?
Yeah, the defense is not holding strong at all for Space Station. atn.attax just putting on a show right now, putting on a dominant performance, and we're going to have our next attack coming in for Space Station. Looks like we got Chronos coming in with another Zap Quake Mass Hogs. So 5 lightning spells in here. Going to look to take out some huge value. Possibly could get that multi-inferno and scatter. We'll have to look and see what he does with the zaps. We're going to go ahead and deal with it, and there we go. There are the zaps. Gets down the multi and the scatter shot, just as I was thinking there. And we got the king and queen working on that lava hound. They'll work to that bottom side and see if they can push inwards on the base. And here comes that wall wrecker, Woody. We're seeing so many wall wreckers to secure these town halls, as the town halls are always heavily protected.
Gloriously targeted spell usage on the interior of the space knocks down that CC. And look, there's not much to be said about these 2 Infernos. They're spread out, but the 3rd is going to be gone. This is a nice lead for Chronos early on. He'll have an easy stab at the town hall, and it's just going to be focusing on the key defenses along the outer edge. But I got to be, warning you out there. There's a lot of heroes spread along the sides, both backing up these 2 Infernos and the Eagle artillery up on the top side. Scatter shot could be troublesome, so let's make sure that this funnel is set perfectly. That's what you need for a clever Hog Rider entry, and it looks like Chronos is getting exactly what he's looking for here. They're going to try to go clockwise around this base from that 9 o'clock position up to the top, and then back swooping around, finishing off whatever this Archer Queen doesn't take down.
That's right, Woody. You do have to be aware of those heroes, but remember, we have the Headhunters in the comp here, and it looks like the Headhunters were encompassed in that Warden's Eternal Tome to protect them, to deal with that first hero. And then remember, the Royal Champion will actually target heroes. She does favor defenses, but she will also attack heroes. We got tons of hogs working through here. That scatter shot's going down. This has got a strong push through the back end, looking to deal with that cannon with a balloon, and we're getting over towards that enemy Royal Champion. Will the offensive Royal Champion, she's stuck on the king. Some of those hogs are going to go down due to that Royal Champion, but we still have a lot of hogs. We got sneaky goblins for cleanup. Here comes the Royal Champion to disperse of the enemy Royal Champion. She's got to throw her Seeking Shield as that signal was burning her up here, Woody. She gets through. She gets the Royal Champion down. The Inferno is gone. Only a couple defenses. It looks like Chronos has got to get the 3-star here as well, Woody.
These hogs have an insatiable appetite for demolition. Porcine perfection from Chronos, making his waves felt throughout the entirety of this war. The triple is good for Space Station, and that'll be another big 3-star on the board to claim victory with this 4th attack. Alternate attacks are gonna really have the pressure put to them now, as they have to keep those 3 stars coming. How can a team get so far ahead and keep pace against the Station Gaming squad that has been able to demolish their bases? Alternate attacks really were used to 11 and 12-star hits against them, even in the qualifiers, but Space Station has got now an 80% or a 75% hit rate, we'll call it, with 3 stars out of the 4 hits so far.
They need that huge defense here to knock things up. Alternate Attack still in the driver's seat, 3 for 3 on their triples. But man, this is anyone's war. This is living up to the hype. This is exactly what we were hoping for from this war. We have Yo-Yo 23 coming in with his favorite attack, some balloons, Woody. It looks like we have a Queen Charge balloons. And this is more of an old meta attack, but still super effective. We just don't quite see it as much, but when executed properly, and some of these players know how to do this attack so well, it is a beautiful thing to watch. But look at these healers. They're taking some damage from that air defense.
You know, Bash, we're always at the mercy of randomized bracket construction whenever we do our draws for these monthly events, but wow, this show match is just like a match made in heaven for these two teams. The best in NA, the best in Europe, and competing for titles among the best in the world, seeking to go on to the World Championship and keep their head held high. Alternate Attacks, the first team to qualify, is going to continue the pressure now with this Queen charge deep into the base, poisoning both the King and the Lava Hound for a beautiful entry. Yo-Yo23 is known for these Lava Hound attacks, has been able to pick up 3 stars with them time and again, and it's actually going to be focusing the bulk raid on the early strike here with this Archer Queen. Only brought 2 Lava Hounds and just kind of a smattering of 16 balloons. They can dish out a ton of damage, but you need perfect strategies in the first stage of this hit in order to set up this base for the follow-up.
One of the issues when you do a Queen charge is you use 5 healers, which is 70 camp space, Woody. That is 25% of your army. So you want to make sure that you're getting the proper value out of that. And we see this so many times. Now we have that Royal Champion diving in here. She's going to go ahead and get that multi-target Inferno down, and she's going to work it. Oh, she does not get to that enemy Queen, but she got some pretty good value on the top side, dispersing of that multi. Now we got the Tornado Trap spinning, and it looks like there's nothing in it. That is going to be massive for JoJo here, coming through the middle of the base. We have the blip getting to the Town Hall, freeze on the Town Hall, and here we go. Town Hall's going to fall. We got the Warden following these balloons around. Not all the balloons took damage. The Warden missed. Oh my goodness, the Warden missed some of those balloons, but this Eternal Tome, Woody, can this one have enough? We got the Archer Queen. We have a scatter shot on the back end. Can he get through here?
I don't know. The big danger about these really heavy multi-stage attacks is that you get a little bit of tunnel vision and wait too long to deploy. We saw the big striking force from JoJo not come in with barely a minute and a half left, so I think he's going to wind up being a little bit short here still with an Archer Queen ripping through the last stage of this base, but the balloons have been popped. They're down and out, and Alternate Attacks might be seeing their first 2-star, breathing room for Space Station Gaming as they find the inspiration to go on against a squad that's just patched them up so closely. Bash, these two teams neck and neck now with what it's looking like 11 stars on the Alternate Attack side, and that percentage being dropped down from 100 maybe into the low 90s just alongside Space Station.
A lifeline has been handed to Space Station Gaming just now. Alternate Attacks, unfortunately, not being able to clutch up with another triple, but the percentage still leans in Alternate Attacks' favor, Bash.
That's right. They still have the percentage there. Not quite a 3-star there from Yo-Yo, working through, and that last Scatter Queen compartment was just too much for these balloons working through here. They're still in the driver's seat. You'd like to think the Space Station would like to triple, put that pressure back on. If they triple, that's going to make Alternate Attacks have to 3-star. Remember, stars before percent. So a 3-star here will force that 3-star from atn.attax here, Woody.
Yeah, we saw a 2-star 74% from Jethro. So relative to the 2-star 90% that Yo-Yo just put up, that's a 16% strike in just one battle. So that's enough to make up that 4% difference overall between those 4 attacks that we've seen from each team now. We're going into the last and final chance for John to redeem Space Station. Really need to see a triple right here just to keep pace against Alternate Attacks. A triple could give them the win if Alternate Attacks can't put another one up on the board. But even if they don't fully 3-star, they need to get that percentage as high as possible since Alternate Attacks is so far ahead on it right now. Even a tied game would go in Alternate Attacks' favor.
And we have the Warden going right in at the single target Inferno. So going to use that freeze to ensure that the single goes down from this Warden walk, and then we're going to have the King with that Siege Barracks with the P.E.K.K.A. and Wizards come in from that far side to make sure that these Yetis are going to push into the middle of the base here. And look, the Super Wallbreaker comes in and opens that Town Hall compartment. So one jump will open up towards that Eagle compartment. Nice value here from John from that Warden walk and that initial push. And look at this jump spell placement here, Woody. Very nice use of the jump to not open that far compartment, which actually has an opening, making sure everything's going to stay in through the middle of this base. We are losing a few Yetis here. They're taking some damage. That Warden's ability was popped, and we have Yetis coming out of the clan castle with a Witch as well. Here we go, Woody working through the middle of the base, double scatter shot firing. How you feeling on this one?
Rough shot so far from John, being split and spread far and wide across the bottom side of this base. He's got a lot of troops left, but they look like they're just spread out with anarchy all around. Scattershot takes down the healers for this Archer Queen, and she's not going to be going too much farther. John got a good entry here, but the bulk of this raid has packed up along the bottom side on the exterior of the base. Going to make it really difficult to reach that final scatter shot, sitting there in the top right central position there, firing away at the queen and about to become the menace of the remaining bowlers.
That's right, the hound pops. The wizard's going to look to disperse of those lava pups, but still that scatter shot and bow combo there in that last compartment, not to mention the multi holding up the Yetis right here, so that, or the king holding up the Yeti so that the multi can burn them down. Final troops falling here, and this is not going to be what Space Station was looking for. Looking maybe at an 80% here, maybe just short of that with the 78% 2-star from John. ATN can really secure this with just a solid 2-star, Woody.
I'm sorry, John. Defenses for JoJo turn out to be a Lovecraftian horror as they gobble up. Garfield not gonna be denied his lasagna this time. Excellent job there to Space Station Gaming, finishing off with 13 stars, but that is a little bit too little if you ask me. Alternate attacks just need to put the nail in the coffin now. A highest 2-star hit would be enough for them to emerge with the win in this show match, claiming victory and cementing their spot as the best of 2020.
It looks like Boom, the captain from atn.attax here, gonna go ahead, go with a queen charge hybrid. They don't need much here, Woody. They need a 63% 2-star to win.
Oh, that's not.
I'd like to think that Boom can secure that without much issue. The queen's gonna look to charge in here, take out that town hall, but will she go for the town hall or will she start to walk around? It looks like she's going for that storage, and the lava hound's gonna hold her up. King's got a nice pathway, and if anything, he can always dive those miners and hogs right towards the town hall and push through it.
63% is a pittance. Pocket change for Boom, the master of destruction from alternate attacks, widely cited as the best player in the world. In fact, he's already halfway there, and he hasn't even begun the main stage of this hit yet. The Archer Queen along the outer side pops all the troops from the CC and knocks those pups down without any trouble at all, finishing off the remainder with archers and a little bit of minion support. Sends in a Hog Rider to check for traps over here on this side of the base and catches just a couple of bombs here. They blow up, but that's not going to be exactly what he was hoping for. Maybe instead looking for a giant bomb or something. But nonetheless, this Archer Queen is going to be pathing close to that Town Hall, and with that rage spell up, is going to be able to knock down a few more buildings here. Will she go toward that Town Hall though, Bash?
She goes right into the town hall. I think he was hoping she would go for that royal champion. She helps with the town hall, but notice, Woody, the healers switched off here. So the healers are going to be with the hybrid portion, and that queen is going to be alone, and she's going to get taken out with that scatter shot. But we have a strong hybrid force moving through here. That queen did massive amounts of work getting that percentage up. 2-star secured. Boom just needs to work through. Grand Warden's Eternal Tome. Royal Champion working through. We're at 55%. atn.attax in control of this war. Can they finish with another 3-star? You know that's how they want to go, Woody.
They're grip titans, and there's no way to squirm out of this hit. Hog Riders and Miners tearing this base apart, knocking down defenses and finishing off the last remaining defensive troops from Chronos' base. We've passed the threshold, and alternate attacks have done it, even with just a 2-star in the 70%. That'll be enough to claim victory in this show match. The best in the world will stay in their high and mighty seats. The throne atop the rest of the competition will not come crumbling down today. Alternate attacks are your winners of this show match, regardless of whether this cleanup can finish off in time. 13 seconds left as the Wizards send in their last volley of fireballs, but the army camps along the outer edge are going to give too much trouble for these miners to finish off in time. Hold up, wait a minute.
Woody, it's gonna get there! Woody, the triple from Boom! Those Hog Riders get it down! The 3-star! Oh my goodness, they got it!
Boom from alternate attacks coming in clutch at the